Fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
You're on.
I am. Hello and welcome to New Ambassadors Theater Company Lab25. Welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us on a Friday night, changing all your plans to go out into the world. We have a really good lineup tonight. The 5 playwrights that are featured are Brandon Rumaker. Everyone give a wave when I call your name. Mark Hofmaier. I did it. Ruthie, Rado, Jennifer Downs and John Peña Griswold, and David Adam Gill. We are going to begin with Brandon Rumaker's More Than a Package. So we're going to kind of clear the stage for his crew. He's going to give you a little intro, and then we are going to, oh, we still have 2 minutes.
So what?
Make it longer. Todd, you're going to have to disappear.
I'm going, bye.
One more thing before I leave. You're able to give feedback. We are posting on the Facebook page a link to go to a Google document, a form, where you can fill out feedback for these playwrights. It's very useful, very helpful to them in their development of their work. Okay, and then we'll post it again at the end. So I'm gonna throw it off to Brandon. He's a first-time playwright for this series. Go for it, Brandon.
Thanks, David. Thank you all. Yeah, so this play is called More Than a Package. It's a 10-15 minute length short. It's about 2 roommates who are cooped up together during quarantine in New York City and having to deal with that and deal with each other. Yeah, so I will let them take it away, and I appreciate any and all feedback in that form as well. Thank you so much and enjoy.
More Than a Package, Scene 1. A small New York City apartment, present. Doug, mid-20s, sits in his living room, scrolling on his phone.
Trump's a fucking idiot.
Carl, early 30s, enters.
Oh, you say that like it's a surprise.
It's only getting worse, Carl.
You should take a break from the news.
Carl opens a window.
He's saying we're overreacting.
It's finally feeling like spring.
Can you believe that? Easy for him to say, lazy asshole.
Have you seen my jacket? Dad?
I hung it up in the closet.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
I wiped it down, too.
Don't you think that's like a little overboard?
They had to turn a whole hospital wing into an ICU.
I need to get out.
Carl exits to another room.
You've been out every day this week.
Yeah, now I'm going out again.
Don't you think you should be paying attention to what's going on?
Carl re-enters with his jacket.
You need to watch something other than the news.
What, like Tiger King?
I don't know. You could rewatch Gilmore Girls for the 20th time.
CNN said there were 700 deaths yesterday. Oh.
People die every day.
Not like this, Carl.
I'll kill myself staying in here.
It's not as bad as you think.
For an introvert, sure.
This article is saying most of the people on ventilators don't recover.
I can't listen to any more of this, Doug. It's too negative.
I'm staying informed.
I'm going to the river for a while.
Are you saying I'm negative?
No.
I thought you might have meant.
No, I just need space. I'm not used to being cramped up like this.
I just want you to be careful. I don't want a dead roommate.
Thanks, Mom.
They put her on a ventilator this morning.
Huh?
My mom. She's on a ventilator.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So it's on my mind right now.
Yeah. She's a strong woman.
I know.
Yeah, she'll pull through.
Yeah.
Taylor had it pretty rough when he got it, but he's okay now.
Taylor's not a 59-year-old smoker.
Well, she can get through this. Most people do.
I hope so.
Oh, I need my mask.
Carl exits to another room.
Do you need anything from the store?
No, just wish you'd stay in.
Carl re-enters.
There's lots of people out and safe, you know.
Yeah, essential workers mostly. You sell gym memberships.
I'm just saying it's not healthy to stay inside. It doesn't help the mind.
It's only a matter of time before you catch it.
Look, there's like five people walking out in the street.
All it takes is one person to spread this thing.
It's not that serious. I know you're scared because of your mom, but seriously, it's going to be okay.
Their door buzzer goes off. It doesn't stop.
All right, we hear you. Shut up.
Carl exits to another room. Buzzer stops.
Who is it?
Carl re-enters.
Package.
I didn't order anything.
Probably mine then.
Just make sure to wipe it.
Oh, shoot.
That's not a big ask.
We're out of wipes.
No, we're not.
I used the last one an hour ago.
We really ran out?
Yeah, please don't freak out.
Doug exits to another room. The doorbell rings. Carl opens the door. A package sits on the ground. Doug re-enters.
We need more wipes. Before you open that package.
Yeah, sure.
Carl picks up the package.
Can you just leave it right there?
In the hallway.
It's past a lot of hands.
I already picked it up.
Just leave it in the hallway, Carl.
What if somebody takes it while I'm gone?
Can you just, please leave it in the hallway, please.
If this box is contaminated, my hands are already infected or whatever.
Oh, if you go outside and put it down, I'll close the door and you can wipe it down and wash your hands when you come back.
I thought you didn't want me to go outside.
That wasn't stopping you 2 minutes ago.
Well, I'm just gonna go leave it in my room.
No, that package doesn't come in here until we can wipe it down.
This is too much.
So is a global pandemic. Haha.
I'm putting it in my room.
Carl, stop.
Let me at least open it and see what it is.
Wait until you get wipes.
These could be wipes.
You ordered wipes.
Well, Taylor might have, but he's thoughtful like that.
I just wish for one moment you would listen to me.
What are you going to do? Stop me?
Just listen to me.
You don't have to touch it.
But you're going to touch everything.
I'll wash my hands.
Keep that away from me.
It's just a box.
You don't know that.
I'm just a friendly little box. Come play with me, Doug.
You aren't funny.
I just want to cover you in Corona cuties,
Seriously,
Doug.
stop it.
Why don't you love me, Doug?
Just stop it!
Oh,
Stay over there.
I'm joking.
You're stressing me out.
Relax.
Relax.
Yeah.
It feels like the fucking world is ending and you're telling me to relax.
Maybe some air would be good for you.
Carl puts the package down.
You're acting like everything is fine. Feels like I'm being gaslit.
Gaslit?
I just don't want the box in here and you don't listen.
I'll leave it here and get wipes.
It's not about the box.
That's all you've been talking about.
Just listen to me for a second.
I am.
Yeah,
It's okay, Doug.
Asthma.
You have asthma?
Inhaler.
Oh, you're serious. Oh, shit.
Help.
Doug lowers himself to the floor.
Where is it?
Drawer. Bed.
Carl exits to another room.
Hurry.
Time passes. Carl re-enters with the inhaler. Doug uses the inhaler.
flares up during pollen season.
Oh, let me close the window.
Wait.
What?
Stay with me for a second.
If you want to seduce me, you just have to ask.
Funny. Taylor would kill me if I ever made a pass at you.
You're his best friend.
You're his boyfriend.
He's open.
It would be weird.
Fair enough. How are you doing now?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Use soap, right, on the inhaler?
Yeah.
Good. It would be really bad if you touched my inhaler and that box had Corona on it.
I see what you mean now.
It's different when you're at risk.
No, you're right.
There's a lot to be scared of.
I don't mean to be a dick.
It happens. We've been on top of each other for weeks.
Yeah. Really, I'm sorry.
You're okay. Thank you. Real lifesaver.
How you feeling?
I think I'm okay now.
Good.
Oh, 7 o'clock. Cheers, about to start.
Wow, the day flew by.
If you're going out now, the store should still be open.
I think I'm gonna stay in tonight.
Really?
Yeah, it wouldn't kill me if I don't go out for a day.
We knew all it would take for you to change your mind is nearly dying.
Just don't try it too often.
Can you fetch me my slippers? I'm feeling dizzy.
Nice try.
What can I say? You took my breath away.
Ha. Is it all right if I leave the box here for now?
Yeah, better here than moving it all over the apartment.
True. We can use soap and water for now. On the doorknob, too.
We'll open it tomorrow. We can make a whole event out of it.
Yeah, I bet it's a bunch of wipes.
That would be ironic. 6:59.
We'll find out tomorrow, won't we?
Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
Doug takes another puff of his inhaler. They hear the sounds of cheering and applause coming from their neighborhood. They both go to the window and join in. Blackout. End of play.
Yay. Well done, guys. Well done, Brandon.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So we are posting again the link for the Google form for which you can click and fill out your feedback for Brandon. That was really well done, guys. Very well done. We're going to move on to a solo work. Mark Hofmaier is the playwright, and he is going to introduce his actor and his stage directions reader. We are posting the link again for Mark. If you would like to give feedback, we will all catch you on the other side of this as well. Break legs, guys.
Thank you, David. Mark Hofmaier. Yes, Fear itself is a one-person play. Runs a little less than an hour, and the gist is this: Franklin Delano Roosevelt is so upset by the current situation in the United States that he feels compelled to come back from the afterlife and issue a clarion call for action. And this will be read by David Michael Kirby, stage directions, Marie Eléna O'Brien. Thank you to both.
A lecture hall or theater full of college students, early evening, stage dimly lighted, revealing a few set pieces, if possible, a hologram projection rear of auditorium. We hear the muted sounds of a radio changing stations between hip hop, jazz, classical rock, and finally, hail to the chief.
Well, hello out there. Hello, are you there? They warned me I wouldn't be able to gauge the reaction, but I replied, geez, all the blasted speeches I'd made, this would be a piece of cake. I have a confession to make. Since I haven't made a speech in over 75 years, I'm a little nervous. Sack that. I'm nervous as hell. And that is the honest to goodness truth.
He takes a drag of his cigarette in his famous holder. Mr. Roosevelt, sir, there's no smoking in the auditorium. Sorry. Thank you.
Well, I suppose that's a good thing. Advancements in medical science have proven it's bad for you, I'm sure.
He removes the cigarette from the holder, wheels to the bar, and puts it out in an ashtray there.
This is a most unusual circumstance, I recognize. They are telling me this event, while being recorded, is live streaming to millions of people, whatever that means. Forgive my ignorance of all the technological jargon, and Zoom's television had not yet become the preferred media device. Although the first electronic television had been developed by Philo Farnsworth in 1927, if memory serves me well. And I believe it does. Excuse the tangent. How many people would I have reached had I the advantage of television? What the heck? Radio served my purpose well enough. I did enjoy giving all those speeches, although I'm sure it bored the bejesus out of some. So, just what am I doing here? That is what's on your minds. I do not need to be omniscient to figure that out. So there I am, happily ensconced in the afterlife with my close friends and confidants.
Photos of the following are projected on the screen. FDR points to each one.
Dear Eleanor, loyal pal and advisor Lewis Howe, private secretary and indispensable colleague Missy LaHand, Francis Perkins, cousin Theodore. You get the picture. When I get this SOS from planet Earth imploring me to return here and hash a few things out, set people straight on a few essential facts, which have been most notoriously ignored. Anyway, there seems to be a bit of an emergency going on in the world right now, abetted by a lack of what some would call inspired leadership. Does that ring a bell with you? But first, I want to congratulate all of you. You came out on the positive side of all of this. Hurrah! Savor the moment. You are all heroes.
Rear projection of medical workers in hazmat suits working in a hospital.
Hey, these pictures are something. Is this what you folks call a projection? Well, probably stolen from a newsreel. Now, you students of history may recall, yours is not the first pandemic to besiege the world community. The world is indeed just that, one big community. We, of course, had the influenza pandemic of 1918, the Spanish flu. That virus infected 500 million people around the world, including people on remote Pacific islands and in the Arctic. Devastating. But you're not here for a history lesson. That's not my purpose here. They say in times of crisis, real leaders will surface or not. And I'm here to I feel compelled to share with you whatever I learned and how I might help you. How do I restore faith, confidence, and optimism in such a climate as yours? It might sound conceited of me, but I just don't have all the answers. That's not fake humility. It's just an honest admission. In a way, you might say, I'm here to figure out a solution along with you. Fair enough? Did I always make the right decision? Good grief, no, of course not. That's just not possible. But did I make informed and considered ones? If you would indulge a bit of self-congratulatory hubris, the well-renowned playwright Robert Sherwood once referred to me as, quote, a real artist in government. I admit that pleased me. He called me a creative artist, said that improvisation, alteration, and modification were the cornerstones of my imaginative and supple leadership. No, you skeptics, I did not say that about myself. However, I did believe in taking action. My motto was, above all, try something. You work with the materials and problems at hand. Get the best possible advisors and experts together. Argue relentlessly, and for God's sake, listen to their suggestions. They probably know more than you do. And do not despair. You want to look for inspiration. Read the biographies of inventors. How many times did they fail before they came up with the solution? I digress. I am not here to lecture you. I am hopping mad about the deplorable situation in this country right now. How it could have sunk to these depths, I cannot fathom. You, the American people, will have to take responsibility for the predicament you now find yourselves in. Your destiny, my friends, lies in your hands. That's a big pill to swallow, I realize. We must work together to achieve anything. Divisiveness only dismantles, it never heals. In my first inaugural address, I said, if I read the temper of our people correctly, we now realize, as we have never realized before, our interdependence on each other, that we cannot merely take, but we must give as well, that if we are to go forward, we must move as a trained and loyal army, willing to sacrifice for the good of a common discipline. Sound antiquated? Still applies, I think. By the way, I was warned vociferously by my cohorts to avoid returning here. Eleanor pleaded with me. Oh, for gosh sakes, Franklin, you've already paid your debt to society. They're smart, they'll figure it out. So, listen up. Here's the deal. I have a little less than an hour to shift your mindset, bolster your spirits, and leave you with specific, bold tasks to do. And in the process, remind you what the real purpose of government is. Piece of cake. I do know a thing or two about overcoming obstacles. Yes, I had plenty of advantages. A famous family name, to the manner born, as they say. Never had to want for food or any of life's necessities. Finest education money could buy. And yet my career threw enough wrenches in my way to derail any train. Tammany Hall, that corrupt, all-powerful political machine which essentially ran New York City throughout much of the 19th century. A Great Depression the country never saw the likes of before, not to mention a world war. And of course, any Democrat's major nemesis, grand old party itself. Like some of the issues facing you today, well, I attribute any success I had as a leader to the single most defining incident of my life. I refer to discovering the affliction that would forever change how I viewed the world. I am not suggesting it takes polio to make a man of you, or life-threatening disease to see clearly, but I will say it is how one responds to an unexpected challenge that can expand your vision and maybe even spike your confidence. I simply refuse to let it defeat me. Period. Those 7 years of rehabilitation were... I suffered through some of the most private moments of depression and experienced some of the best highs of my life, all in the same day. As I look back, the happiest days were spent in that pool in Warm Springs, Georgia. I have never laughed so hard, nor cried. Those polio victims were some of the bravest people I knew. Oh, I should let you know the upside of dying. Your infirmities die with you.
He gets up out of the wheelchair.
Look, Ma, no hands. Have you any idea how liberating this is?
Walks and struts about.
Eleanor even taught me to do the polka and some of the modern dances you're familiar with.
FDR does a two-step during the next.
I was a rather good athlete too. Decent swimmer and runner. And those upper crust sports, of course, like sailing, squash, golf. I say that with irony, you know.
FDR goes to a makeshift bar on stage and makes himself a martini complete with olives during the following.
So, one day you're running and the next you have no use of your legs and don't know if you ever will again. Sobering, isn't it? After the first few excruciatingly painful days, weeks, months, I insisted on getting rings, weights, and assorted gym equipment set up in my room, several of which contraptions I managed to hook up myself. So creativity became the model. If this exercise does not do it, try another one. I had the time. Where the heck was I going to go? Little by little, and I mean little by little, I imagined I was making some progress. Whether I was or not, I at least felt like I was. Reminds me, in politics, I was never an advocate of watching the polls. It never did me any good. If I felt like I was ahead, I was more likely to aggressively pursue my goal. I digress. I think one of the luckiest tips I ever received was from my friend George Peabody, who told me about a young polio victim's recovery after bathing in the swimming pools at Warm Springs. 2 years after I first visited, I bought the place, used 2/3 of my money and turned it into a not-for-profit foundation. It was a mecca for polio victims of all ages. I think it's where I honed my management skills, as well as my business acumen, of which I possessed extraordinarily little. I instituted daily rituals of swimming and exercise, mandated games which were strictly for fun, albeit fun that included competition and prizes. Heck, I needed to instill a spirit of mastery for these people and make sure the word victim never crossed their lips. I made sure to compete with them, of course, and played to win.
Photo of FDR in pool at Warm Springs, swimming with fellow polio colleagues.
While never losing sight of my political ambition, I think those 7 years at Warm Springs taught me more about people than any other experience in my life. I learned humility, how to put myself in someone else's shoes and really listen. I could talk, certainly. Eleanor used to say my speeches went on 2/3 times longer than they should have. But listening to these kindred spirits' stories and sharing the feelings that accompany them was restorative and inspiring. Not in a mystical way at all, or sentimental. I eschew sentimentality. It taught me how to engage and connect with people. Not asking for a vote, just their honest opinion about something they cared for. That was the end.
That's the first scene. Fantastic. Thank you, guys.
I was so enwrapped in what was going on, and then I saw David become David again. Well done, well done. And again, Mark is also a first-time presenter. Very good work, Mark, and very
Fantastic,
good work.
Mark.
Thank you, Maria Elena. We
Thank you
are going
both. You did a great
to,
job.
So we've just posted again the link if you want to give feedback to Mark. That said, we are going to move forward. Ruthie Rado is actually another first-time presenter. Hey,
Yes.
Ruthie.
Hey.
So I'm going to leave it to you to introduce, give a little introduction, introduce your cast, and we'll move forward.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to be presenting at a lab. This is very exciting. Tonight I'm presenting a chunk of my play Spills. This is my site-specific threesome play. It was produced in DC a year ago, and this is my rewrite to have it take place in New York. So the notes that would be most helpful to me are whether the rewrite seems authentically in New York and whether the characters seem like people who would live in New York. And also I'm trying to punch up the script and make the jokes more punchy. So if the jokes are resonating with you, if you could drop an LOL in the chat, either in the Zoom or on Facebook, wherever you're watching, that would be very helpful for me too. So tonight we have Priyanka reading the character of Gal, Jennifer's reading Chick, and Drew is reading Dude, and Julia is on stage directions. So great, thanks guys.
Spills by Ruthie Rado. An open floor plan living room kitchen on Dude's Bushwick Loft Group home. It's a sweet place. Dude and Gal, who met on Tinder, have been getting acquainted.
Oh, I just asked what you did today.
Oh, let's see. Had physical therapy in the AM, so I went
Oh,
to work
right, your
late.
knee.
Yeah, it's frustrating, you know? I thought 6 months after surgery I'd be back out on the field, but it's been 8 months, and the sucker's starting to heal.
Fuck, does it hurt? Should I be pouring the wine and, like, tending to you?
Tending to me?
Like a World War II nurse, want me to bandage up your knee and sing you some Andrews Sisters?
Whose sisters?
No, the Andrews Sisters. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. They're like a World War II girls group. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah! Okay, so back to your fucked up knee.
Right, my crippled fucking knee.
How long until you can play again?
I mean, I still sit in on practice.
Right.
And the guys were kind of joshing me about it.
Oh, so rude.
And like, I probably shouldn't have, but I played a little bit.
What?
For like 2 minutes.
Do you feel okay?
Yeah, a little creaky, but I actually feel great now.
How did you injure it again?
Been running around playing sports all my life, so the cartilage just wore out.
You ran out of cartilage.
I did.
Did they put something squishy in there to compensate, a marshmallow or some?
They put new cartilage in.
From your other knee?
No, from, it's like an organ donation.
From a dead person?
Yes, from a cadaver.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So their heart and liver and stuff went to people with deadly ailments, but you got their knee cartilage.
Pretty much.
Whose knee did you get?
Obviously, their identity is kept confidential, but there's an awesome program where you can write a thank you note to the donor's family.
Oh.
So I did write them a nice letter. I said, thank you. You know, this donation changed my life. I'm an athlete, and because of this, I can continue to pursue professional ultimate frisbee.
I hope you didn't say that.
What do you mean?
Some poor widow somewhere is like, my husband died, but at least his organ saved lives. Wait, his knee is playing ultimate frisbee somewhere? What the fuck? Why, God?
Oh, I didn't think about it that way.
Oh no, sorry, I'm such a bitch.
No, I guess it is a goofy sport.
But you do it professionally. That's really serious and cool.
Yeah, We were on ESPN.
Whoa, really?
Well, on the website. But yeah, they live streamed our games.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you can start throwing that disc again soon?
Yeah. My PT said maybe a month until I can throw that disc.
Good.
Yeah.
So, where is...
Actually, let me check my phone.
Mhm.
Oh, she's alive. 10 minutes away.
Oh, I am so intimidated that you both bike everywhere.
Oh, you could do it.
I live in Hoboken.
That's actually not that far to bike.
We're in Bushwick. There are 2 rivers in the way.
Yeah, but you get such nice views on the bridges. I mean, you wouldn't start with that, but you could work up to it pretty fast.
You sound insane right now. No, really, you sound like a crazy person. Like, if I were like, you could totally pogo stick to work. Like, that's how wacky this sounds.
Okay.
Well, no matter how great your calves look, they won't persuade me not to path to work.
I guess I might too in your situation.
You're humoring me. You would fucking bike across this country for fun.
Well...
Wait, did you do that? Did you fucking pedal across America?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Me and some buddies are training to do that.
Are you serious?
Well, not across the whole country, just in Nashville to our friend's wedding.
You were going to be so gross and sweaty for your friend's wedding.
I mean, obviously we're getting in a few days early, like changing out of our biking attire.
Okay, whew.
Okay, but yeah, it should be really fun. We're definitely going to regain all the calories we burn eating barbecue.
Cool.
Oh, right, you're an herbivore.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I'm not preachy about it.
No, that's great. I actually think I could be, what's the one? Pescatarian pretty easily.
Actually, I bet you could. And your carbon footprint might be lighter than mine if you didn't eat dairy.
Yeah?
Yeah, dairy is like as bad as beef. I shouldn't eat it.
Even beyond the environmental considerations, I guess they treat cows pretty horrifically too, right?
Oh my God, we do not have to talk about factory farming. Not hot.
I don't mind. Actually, it's
I do.
interesting.
Let's not.
Oh, okay. Switching topics. So today you, wait, did you tell me about your day?
No. Not yet.
Oh, what did you do today?
Well, we're working on this campaign for like portable baby food pouches, and I've spent weeks designing them.
Are you like a pouch engineer?
No, I'm like a graphic designer. So I was making like the outside of the pouch,
Right,
like
I
the
know,
marketing of
I
the
got it.
pouch.
Yeah.
So obviously babies don't buy pouches. Mums do. I guess technically dads do too. Hashtag equality. But basically mums have to like how these pouches look. Like mums have to be like, that pouch will enrich my child's life. Like my baby needs the smushed food matter in that pouch. And so like I've been designing these different looking versions of the pouch. Like this plastic pouch is actually straight from a mother's teat. And like this one is the most convenient thing since vibrators. And like this one's pretty. And so like there was this focus group with these, you know, Upper East Side mums. And so I've been prepping for weeks and looking forward to being in the room. And then today I'm like, so do I sit in on the focus group or am I on the other side of the one-way mirror? And they're like, oh no, you don't need to be here. And I'm not trying to be rude, but like I'm furious. So I'm like, well, can I be there anyway? And they're like, oh no, there is not really room. And we have a system and stuff. But like, we'll let you know how it goes.
Huh?
And then I'm at my desk, like fuming. And Melissa comes over and is like, hey, we promised the focus group mums that we would watch their toddlers in the break room while they're in there. But the intern who was supposed to watch them is out today. So we really need you to help. And my brain was like, fuck this! But of course I said okay. And fucking sat in the break room while 4 wealthy toddlers cried because their mums were gone.
Wow. I'm sorry,
I mean, it's okay. It's not like a huge deal.
but it sounds like it was a big deal to you.
Thanks. I did give the kids some pouches. They hated them. They had betrayal in their eyes after they ate them. So that was some underwhelming revenge.
He kisses her neck.
Huh.
You're so mean, big bad pouch designer, giving babies awful baby food.
You know, I'm enjoying the kissing, but the baby torture talk is actually not doing it for me.
So what?
I know, crazy.
So to clarify, I should not talk about babies right now?
Correct.
What about happy babies?
Oh my God, stop.
No babies in any emotional state?
I mean, if you're really looking to dry me out, keep going.
Okay. How about old people?
Oh my God, shut up.
You like that?
Hey, when is she?
Oh, she texted me. She's Ubering now.
I thought she was biking.
I don't know.
We should probably be dressed while she gets here, right? I don't want her to feel entrapped.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, plus I haven't met her yet. I don't want her to feel. I don't want her to get entrapped either.
I don't want either of you to be entrapped.
Maybe we'll entrap you.
Knock at the door.
Maybe. Speak of the devil.
Dude opens the door to reveal Chick, who wears yoga garb and an inviting smile.
Hey,
Hey, you.
how are you?
I'm amazing. I'm so glad you came.
Nobody did yet. Oh, nobody came yet. Like that pun. Sorry, I'm nervous.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. That's funny. It's good to meet you.
Same. Oh, wow.
Kisses Gal on the cheek.
Same. Oh, wow. Very European.
Maybe.
You should tell her about the baby pouch thing.
Do you have a baby?
No. I somehow got tricked into babysitting today.
Is that a thing you do? Is that one of your gigs?
No, I work at a marketing firm. It's not my job, but somehow I ended up watching 4 screaming toddlers for an hour today.
That can be a transformative experience.
Maybe.
But mostly babies are just these pooping bundles of need.
Totally.
I'll make one eventually, but I still need me right now, and I don't have room for all these other needs.
Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but it was a frustrating day.
That is disappointing.
Sorry, he told me, but I forgot. What do you do?
I work at Water for the World.
Is that a nonprofit?
It's a low-waste, high-end, ethically sourced dead stock bikini boutique.
Oh.
But I think somehow it's also a charity.
Cool.
Very.
I almost impulse bought a bikini from an Instagram ad yesterday.
Really?
But I should totally come to your store instead, huh?
Yeah, we start around 2 to 3 and go up from there.
2 to 3 like the sizes of the seats?
Sorry, $200 to $300.
For a bikini?
For a top or bottom sold separately.
Wow. Well, I guess I'll start saving up. Do you like working there?
I'm surprising myself by being very fulfilled by it. And my yoga studio is right across the street, which is essential.
That's nice.
Yes, it's essential.
So you have no beef with it?
That's good.
I'm just joshing.
Yeah, no, it was more funny the first 12 times.
Do you only bang vegetarians?
Not on purpose, but it turns out that way pretty often.
You attract sensitive souls.
I guess so. I'm so glad we could all get together.
I'm sorry I was so late. I almost didn't show.
Chick casually drinks out of Dude's wine glass.
What? Why?
I didn't know. Something's in retrograde, I think. And I was nervous. Blah.
That's normal.
Yeah, I'm so nervous.
Yeah, but then I got a co-star notification that said, stop being a pussy and just fucking do it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go.
Whoa, my notifications are never that cool. They're like, the sun is out. What does that mean to you?
That's crazy.
It's cute that you're nervous.
Because you've done this before, right?
Yeah, once.
And it was okay for everyone involved. It wasn't a male fantasy, women were objects situation.
No, it was actually a really happy experience. I was very happy with how it went, and both of them seemed really happy with the whole time. And I did talk to them after, and they were really happy with how it went. And I think we were all really happy with it.
Okay.
You just said happy 12 times.
Are you sure everyone was happy? Could you say it a few more times for us?
But you've done this too, right?
Not in as strict a sense, maybe. I've had certainly had experiences that were organic in the nature in which they arose. But I never felt the need to sit down and plan them out. That seems almost restrictive to me. But I certainly have had experiences, yes.
And you're more new to this.
Yeah. I just want to try this new thing. It seems interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You two are just gonna vibe. You're both artsy.
Oh, word? Are you a maker?
I don't know what that means. I'm a graphic designer. Are you a maker?
Sometimes. He's referring to my painting.
He gestures to a painting on the wall that resembles a mountain range, but also a lot of labia.
She painted this. Isn't it amazing?
Oh, that's beautiful. Are those pussy lips?
They're whatever you want them to be.
Very cool.
Oh, we're drinking red, by the way. Can you get your own glass so you don't have to...
The box kind you got?
Yes.
I am still shocked how not bad it is. Yes, pour me some.
Seems like you should just be passing the box around.
Can I top you off?
I'm actually not a huge red wine person.
That's a bummer.
Have you just been drinking it this whole time? What?
Yeet?
Yeet?
Yeet? You hot nerd.
Oh, this was actually better than I thought it would be. But could I, do you have any liquor? Could I do like a shot? Would that be wrong in this moment?
No, I'll totally take a shot with you.
You two are braver than I.
Oh, I have, oh God, not gin. I have spiced rum.
You're 0 for 2 here.
I have some Grey Goose or Jose.
Is it wrong to shot a Grey Goose or?
We're doing it. Yeet!
Awesome, yeet!
Here's the goose and
You two are crazy.
we used to have more shot glasses, but I think they've just been slowly disappearing every time we have a party.
They probably ran away.
So I hope it's okay that I'm going to shoot out of a measuring cup. Obviously, guest gets the nice shot glasses.
What a gentleman, thank you.
Are we toasting anything?
To exploration. Is that too obvious?
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
To exploration.
Exploration.
End of excerpt.
Oh my God, guys.
Yay.
Oh my God. I was laughing so loud and I was like, I hope my mic is mute. Really well done. Very well done. So we did, Maile is posting once more the link so you can give feedback to Ruthie. Yeah, Ruthie, go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Cass. Thank you, David. They were so funny. I was also cackling and I wrote it. So that's awesome.
All right. Excellent. Wonderful. All right. We're going to move on. We have Tight Five by Jennifer Downs and John Peña Griswold. Thank you, Julia Butera.
Welcome.
Okay. Jen, you guys are, I'm going to let you guys give the introduction and we'll move.
I think you froze, Jen. You're still muted, David.
Thank you, Chase. This happened before. Let's give them a few minutes to come back on again. They've had some issues with their signal. But who are you and who are you? Introduce yourselves.
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Arya Kashyap. I'm an actor. I love John and Jenny a lot. In particular, we actually had this their excerpts from this one piece read at the Naked Angels Cold Reading Series Tuesdays at 9. We had it read 2 or 3 times, and I've gotten the opportunity to read for Sid, the main character. So it's amazing doing it again. I love this piece a lot, and I love.
And Arya, how do people get involved in Naked Angels? In case people are probably leaning forward, going, "Oh, another place to be creative." So tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, I would recommend you ask to join the group Tuesdays at 9, the Naked List for New York City on Facebook. And Tuesdays at 9 is continuing in a virtual capacity. So there's always a Zoom link that gets sent out to anybody who's interested. You just have to fill out a Google Doc form. All of that information is in that Facebook group now, considering the pandemic. So that's the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So link in the chat for people.
Thank you so much. That's great. So anyone who wants to be involved in Naked Angels, the link will be posted in the chat and you can get involved. And then this is Chase, and we do have Jenny and John back. So I'm going to leave it to them. We've gotten halfway through introduction. So just bringing you up to speed.
Perfect. Yeah, so this is you're going to be seeing pages from the beginning of Act 2 of a piece that we have been reading in this lab series. So if you've been coming to the lab series before, you might have already seen the first act. If not, the important things to know. So Arya is playing a character, Sid, who was in the first act diagnosed with a non-operable brain aneurysm and told that she has 5 weeks to live. She's a stand-up comic in New York City, and you watched her, a strange woman came into her life and said, "Give me all of the power over your life and I promise I'll make something of it." So she did. And she kicked out her fiance, who's not in this scene, and brought in her ex-boyfriend from high school, who she thought was a better match, who Chase is going to be playing. I think that's all.
Yeah, that's about it. I guess we saw her on the date that she was diagnosed, and she got her first ever real big stand-up gig on the Colbert show, and she killed it. And that's the last we saw.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Great. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Arya Kashyap, and I'll be reading for Sid today.
My name is Chase, and I'll be reading for Sean.
Scene 1, Sid's apartment. It's very different. The furnishings are all updated, more expensive, and antiseptic. It's very early morning, crack of dawn. Sid sits at the counter, a cup of coffee in her hand. She's watching her iPad intensely with headphones in. She giggles a bit and keeps watching. She laughs loudly. She stops laughing and winces in pain. Her hand jumps to her head. She tears the headphones from her ears. They unplug from her iPad, and we hear what she was watching, a bit of her own stand-up plays.
Also, the phrase "over my dead body." I love sprinkling that one into fights with my boyfriend.
Sid reels. She grabs her phone and begins dialing in a panic, all with one hand on her temple.
I just drop it casually. Sydney, I really think we should call your father on his birthday. Over my dead body. Silence.
Suddenly, she stops. The pain is gone. She puts down her phone. She walks gingerly to the cabinet and pulls out a pill bottle. She considers the bottle. She places it back in the cabinet.
My favorite is when someone tells a fucking terrible joke. I like to respond, "Oh my God, I'm dying."
She walks instead to the liquor cabinet. It's empty.
Love? I'm dying.
No response.
Love!
No response.
No, you don't get it, Cheryl. You're wasting my time with that weak-ass pun, and I am literally dying.
He smacks the iPad, cutting the audio off mid-joke.
Love!
The bedroom door swings open. Sean emerges.
Yes, love.
Oh, where's the whiskey?
What time is it?
That's not a location.
Diana took it with her last night.
What?
You have a big day ahead of you. Why don't you come to bed? Have you been to bed yet?
Please, Sean, it's acting up again.
Bad?
Yeah, 3 fingers worth, okay?
Sid.
It was fucking awful. I almost called Diana. I thought it might have...
Okay, I'll run to the liquor store after breakfast, which we might as well eat now.
I'm not hungry.
I'll make pancakes.
Oh, goody. A Last Supper.
Stop.
5 weeks to the day.
We've been over this. That was an initial prognosis, not a timer.
Yeah, well, feels like today.
Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. On stage.
Right. Of course.
What?
Nothing.
No, not nothing. You're doing the sulky shoulders.
Don't call them that.
And the sulky voice.
This is just my voice.
Fine. Let's chat, shall we?
If you'd like.
Okay. Question. What would you want to do on your last day?
It's not your last day.
I know. I'm asking about yours.
Okay.
Sean starts to cook.
Okay. I guess it depends.
On what?
Like, are you still alive? Sorry. It's just, I mean, realistically, if not, I don't really know what my life looks like after. So I don't know, but if it was today, for me, knowing I'd be here with you.
Sure.
Probably this.
You'd make me breakfast?
Yeah. But I think I'd be really good at it. I'd make you like Gordon Ramsay eggs.
How?
With spices, I think? Or maybe sour cream?
No, you can barely fry an egg, the classic benchmark for a novice's capacity for cooking. So how would you suddenly make Michelin star eggs?
I don't know. Ideally, I would choose that.
It's not a fantasy, Sean. You can't have the power to fly. I'm asking you how you'd actually spend your last few hours if you were, hypothetically, a boring sack of shit and your boring ass real life was coming to an end.
I'd make love to you.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Make love to me? Are you serious?
100%.
Jackass.
What?
You know what?
I don't. I love you.
Sure.
Sid, I wasn't trying to...
I'd appreciate it if you'd quit trying to fuck me while I'm dying, Sean.
That's not what I'm saying. I was just... That's honestly what came to mind. I don't care that we haven't...
I don't feel sexy. Dying isn't sexy, okay?
You clearly haven't read your cover story in Teen Vogue.
What's it say?
Sean rifles through a stack of magazines.
You read it. Page 14.
You know the page.
It's one of the better ones.
Sid Meier's is more than refreshing, more than revolutionary. She's the fading voice of a generation with an expiration date. Although she won't live to see the death throes of climate change, her incredible sprint to the pearly gates will leave us plenty to laugh about in the wee hours of humanity. She packs each moment with the full range of life, the sexy with the decaying, the righteous with the terrifying. Our teen reporter caught up with her between rehearsals for her One Dying Woman show. That's who that was. Fuck, I thought she was a Make-A-Wish kid.
She was. Her wish was to interview you for Teen Vogue.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Total fucking waste of time, if you ask me.
She did ask you. Read on.
Question, what do you recommend people do with their limited time on Earth? Sid, not this. I mean, that is funny. Right? Forget about what other people are doing. Focus on yourself. Become a lesbian. Read Infinite Jest. Fuck, did I really say that?
That's the week you decided you were going to read all the great books.
Yeah, I burned out on the second chapter. Although, to be fair, no one told me to be so long. Like, it's actually kind of rude to assume your audience has that kind of...
Sid shoots her hand to her head again. Sean drops the pancakes.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fucking dying!
Right now?
No, you moron. Oh, at least I don't think so.
Shouldn't you take the pills?
No, I just had one. Don't... Fuck! Oh!
Hand to head, Sean gets the bottle anyway. He opens it.
Sid, this is full. Sid, you said you took one earlier.
Sorry, I fucking lied. Okay.
Oh, fuck, take two.
They make me feel weird.
That's just the feeling of your brain not exploding.
I mean, fine.
Sean pours two out and runs over to her. She pouts in pain.
No, I can't.
Fucking just take it.
No, I can't dry swallow.
Fuck!
Sean runs to the sink. He grabs some water and sloshes it over. She takes the pills. A beat. She drops her hands.
Better?
Yes.
What did we learn?
Correlation doesn't imply causation.
I don't know what that means, but I feel like you're being a dick.
Well, I think that's how I want to spend my last day. She died like she lived, being a total dick.
It's not your last day.
Oh, you're gonna look really stupid when I drop dead in like an hour.
You're just terrified that things are going right for once.
That's bullshit.
Is it? Wouldn't it be really convenient if you croaked right now before you had to go on for opening night? Well, that's not going to happen. I won't let it. Instead, you're going to have a pleasant day. You're going to take your pills. You're going to hold off on drinking, and you're going to blow some minds tonight. Then you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to do it all again and again and again. Then we'll go from there.
Sean, would you do me a favor if I asked?
Literally anything. I moved across the country for you.
Which, again, thank you. That's awesome.
My pleasure.
Would you take me out today? Just the two of us?
Oh, love, of course.
No Diana, no one.
Absolutely.
Would you bring me to see Melissa? Sean?
Why?
I want to see her.
She left you.
I know.
I'm here taking care of you. I've always loved you.
I know. I know. Sean?
If there's anything I can do, it's like sexually, to approximate the experience with another woman, then I want you to know.
God, Sean, you're a fucking
What
idiot.
else do you want from me, Sid? I would do anything for you.
Then do this. Do this thing I'm asking you now.
No.
What?
I'm saying no.
Yeah, don't say that. When did you learn to say that?
I think that's my position.
Is there wiggle room?
I mean, like, would you promise not to fuck her?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that actually changes things.
Yeah?
Can I know what the meeting's about?
No.
Well, that's okay. Now I'm torn again.
All right. I believe in your ability to make the right decision. Have I mentioned that today is my death day?
It's not, and that is manipulative.
Yeah, you fucking love being manipulated.
Yes, I know, Sid. I get it. I watch cuckold porn like exclusively.
Fuck?
I'm
What?
just saying I'm attracted to strong women who aren't afraid to toy with your emotions.
I'm not toying with
I
your
get it,
emotions.
Sid. I do. I take full responsibility for my part in it. I know who I am. I'm really, really okay with it. I love you so much. It's a fucking disease, but I can't stop. I never could. It makes zero sense to me on like an intellectual level, but I think I'm just that kind of unlucky romantic sap who can't squeeze meaning out of life any other way. And I know you don't love me, at least not a lot. And fuck, maybe if you had a few more years, we could change that, but we can't. And we might have days. So for now, it doesn't matter. My love is big enough for the both of us. And when you're gone, there's just going to be me. Someone has to keep your memory alive. And I can do that for you. Just keep you alive, some version of you. And maybe over time, that version will love me too. Just let me have this. Please, please, it's the one thing I ask. Let me be here while you're here. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's lovely. You're a fucking sad sack of shit. You know that?
Yeah.
I did love you.
Yeah?
In high school. For a bit.
Cool. Cool. Thank you.
Sure.
When?
Junior fall.
That's what I thought. I was going to surprise you with lunch away from the crew today after the walkthrough.
Yeah?
Pre-approved by Diana, no cameras, no assistants, just 1 hour of alone time, minus the commute.
Wow.
I'll call Melissa, set it up.
Sean.
Just don't elope.
Sean.
Not just for me. The show. I know we don't talk about it much, but it's brilliant. It's just wall to wall beautiful. You deserve it. The world deserves it. It's almost worth all of this. Almost.
It all feels really unreal. Like I'm watching someone else live it.
Everyone says that about success. I mean, I'm told.
Sure.
Pancakes are ready.
He plates them for her.
I think I'm gonna go get some sleep. Big day today. 12:30 is lunch. Act surprised.
Sean leaves. Sid looks down at the pancakes. She looks at the pill bottle. Sid looks over to the bedroom.
I mean, fuck it.
She gets up and goes to the bedroom. Blackout.
Yay. Wow. Wow. Really well done, guys. Wow. Wow. Yeah, thumbs up all around. We have, again, we have posted the link for feedback. And please give them feedback. It's so funny. We have the chat going and everyone's posting things, and I have to save it and send it to everyone here because it's really funny. But thank you, Arya. Thank you, Chase. Thank you, Maria Eléna, for reading stage directions. Thank you, John and Jennifer. Really well done. And we're going to move on. And oh my God, it is me. So this is a very new play that I've just started to write. It is called Three Queens. And the three queens will introduce themselves quickly.
Oh God.
Starting with Evan Edwards.
Hi, I'm Evan. I'm playing Lady Chagrin, otherwise known as Shug.
Todd.
I'm Todd Butera. I'm playing Mistress Popo. I am Josh Hemphill. I'm playing Penne. How would you pronounce that?
Penne arrabbiata, because you're spicy.
Okay.
And we have Maile Binion on stage directions. And again, this is the beginning of a play. And just have fun, guys.
Okay.
Have fun.
Do it.
Okay, great. Three Queens We Be by David Adam Gill. A back alley behind a drag club in the East Village. Mistress Popo sits in a chair that's been dragged, LOL, outside. She has something balled up in her hand and talks to herself in that silent way worried people do. The back door of the club is propped open by a trash can. We can hear music coming from on stage, though muffled a bit. Penne Arrabbiata and Lady Chagrin, Shug, is having none of it. Come out through the door. Shug is having none of it. All are dressed fabulously. Of course they are. Penne holds up her cell phone. Referring to a text.
What's wrong this time?
I know, girl. I was hot tonight, for fuck's sake.
Don't curse, Chagrin. Mary's listening to that mouth and putting you on her list, girl.
No, girl. Mary's on mine. I was getting some.
Girl, you always getting some.
That ain't the point.
We hear loud whoops from inside. Chagrin looks anxiously towards the door.
Popo, girl, come on.
Putting her hand up to Chagrin.
Popo, what is up?
Where is Sachet Pas de Beret? I want her here too.
Penne looks questioningly at Chagrin.
Well, she ain't.
Need all my ladies here with me tonight.
I ain't gonna be here in 2 seconds unless you start talking.
Dramatic pause. Chagrin clicks her tongue.
Well?
Penne shoots her a look.
It's about Vernon.
What ain't it about Vernon?
She slaps 5 with Penne.
Girl!
Taking both their hands in hers.
Look, this is serious. I think he's cheating on me.
Popo takes a pair of tan stockings out of her bag.
I found these under the bed this morning. It's not my pigment.
Ooh, that look like...
Uh-huh.
Who?
They look at Popo. She looks more closely at the hose. Chagrin dances an overemphasized sachet pas de bourrée. Popo deflates.
That is not possible.
And she just the tip of the iceberg lettuce.
Awkward moment. Chagrin and Penne make dueling eye pops at each other. Popo begins to weep.
Oh, honey.
Oh, fuck, girl.
Chagrin!
Fuck, Mary, girl. Are you gonna wise up? Shit.
Shug, that's not our responsibility.
What's not?
How can I support my sister without telling her the whole truth and nothing but the truth? So help her God.
Shut up.
What are you two talking about? Penne? What the freak is she talking about?
It's... Oh, shit, Shug. Tell her then, because you don't let the cat out.
What the fuck?
Penne and Chagrin look at her in amazement. She looks up.
Sorry, Mary, but they're just trying my patience.
Well, go on. You got her put on Mary's list. Might as well go all the way.
Girl.
All right, Popo. Listen. I just mean, you see...
Oh, shit, girl. He's been cheating on your big old behind from day one.
Girl!
Chagrin puts her hand up for a high five. Penne ignores it.
I don't believe it.
Oh, fuck, girl. Are you blind?
Shug the mouth.
Please. I've been put on Mary's list so many times, she's come to expect it from me. Fuck. She'd be disappointed if I didn't.
Popo covers her ears with her hands.
I will not.
Oh, you will.
I wasn't going to say anything, but Vernon, he can never keep his hands to himself when he not when you're not around, always grabbing at me like some crazy insatiable white boy octopus.
Not too discerning, is he?
If you ain't got nothing nice to say, keep the clap trap shut. And anyway, you just upset because you ain't never been grabbed at.
He never grabbed at me because he know I'd rip his fucking arm off his body.
Don't think I didn't try.
They high five again.
Vernon likes to flirt. I know that.
Flirting?
That's what you call it.
It's borders on assault.
You don't mean nothing by it.
What's that boy got to do for you to fully open your eyes? Fuck somebody in front of your face? He practically already has already.
Grim points to inside the club.
He can't help himself if Sashay keep throwing herself his way.
You got that throwing back ass words.
Honey, come on now. That boy is Lower East Side hipster scum. You too good for that.
What she say? Ditto for me too.
Why didn't you tell me nothing? You my best friend.
You know why, girl? You don't listen to no one but yourself when it comes to that man.
I do.
Oh, Vernon, he treats me so good. I'm in love with perfect Vernon. Perfect my titties.
You titties is lopsided.
At least mine is the same size.
Bitch, I'm gonna snap you ball-headed.
Ladies!
It's true, Popo. You know I can't stand the guy, and you're constantly pushing us together, and all the time, I know what he's about.
I just want you two to be getting along.
Tain't no way. Tain't no way.
Baby girl.
We hate the fucking bitch.
Motherfucker, shut up.
Penne pulls Chagrin's wig off. She hands it back to her. Chagrin makes like she's going to hit Penne with it, but instead decides to tease it out, then puts it back on.
What can I say? I tried, Popo. We just don't get along. And that is the plain stew. And those octopus arms come at you.
Hate the bitch.
Anyways.
That has nothing to do with being a stinking ho-ho.
Chagrin Clementine Jones, you watch that mouth of yours before I rip it clean off your face.
Yes.
Don't think I don't know what's going on here.
What?
You jealous.
Baby girl, you crazy.
You see me happy? You see I got the perfect man?
Perfect my titties.
And you can't take it.
Well, now I know you crazy.
Popo, listen. Last April, when we were performing in Chicks with Dicks at Lucky Chang's, remember?
Oh, I do. You were exemplary. Exemplary.
They look at her.
That mean good, right? I've been listening to these YouTube videos at night to improve my vocabulary on account of my dropping out of school at the middle of the 8th grade.
Lady Shug, use something else.
Praise sister. I make no disparagement against anyone trying to make their bed of their mind.
Exemplary. Damn, that's a good word, girl. Oh, love it. Yes, you really were exemplary that night, Popo.
Exemplary, baby.
Penne and Chagrin high five.
I've seen your Sylvain perform so many times, but never with a whip and a handgun.
Well, it just needed something.
Girl, I almost wet my panties when you fired those blanks at that preppy guy in the first row who wouldn't shut up.
Shut yourself up.
A real depends moment.
Chug.
That was Vernon. The night we met.
That was Vernon?
You stupid girl.
Apparently, you should have been using real artillery.
Say uh-huh, uh-huh.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
You deriving too much glee out of this, Penne.
Me?
Don't tread there, girl.
You know, friend. I always suspected as much.
I ain't interested in burning.
You see, I got a man who dotes on me and treats me good, and you can't stand it, so you try and sabotage me.
Vernon's a pig.
Vernon's a good man, a beautiful man. a smart man.
Then what's he doing with you?
Girl, what?
If he's so good, so beautiful, so smart, what's he doing with Popo?
I know you just didn't say that.
What she got that a million other queens don't got more of?
Don't listen to her. She's just trying to pick your nit.
I'm serious.
Girl, you better shut your trap if you don't want me to snatch you bald permanently.
No, she's right. Look at me and look at Sashay. She's stunning.
And young and talented.
Shut up, you.
Just playing plain truth.
That's all just surface stuff.
And I'm a dried up queen who'll never win no beauty prize. Is that what you're saying?
It's what?
It's
I'm sorry.
what you saying every time you turn a blind eye.
But he have fun with me. He says I make him laugh.
They only get you so far with guys like him, baby.
You also an unlimited ATM. Don't forget that. Ka-ching.
Popo sits again, head in hands, and weeps. Peña squats next to her and takes Popo's chin in her hand. It's not the easiest thing to do in 6-inch heels.
Look at me, Popo. Look at me. You glorious girl. You. The best person I know. Inside and out.
That don't amount to love.
It do to me.
Not to him, though.
Peña stands up sadly.
You're bent on breaking my heart.
Peña wanders down the alley a bit. She dabs her eyes.
Well, I ain't got no time to waste on girls wallowing in their own pity parties. My audience awaits.
She straightens her costume and wig, presses her fake boobs together, hesitates, then to Popo.
I may only have an 8th grade IQ, but I'm smart enough to see what's what when I open my eyes, unlike some people.
What do you mean?
Shut, girl. That's what you are. Shut, 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 shut.
Chagrin looks towards Peña, then back to Popo.
You need to see the love, baby bitch. Where it at, and not to go looking for where it ain't. That's all I'm saying.
Chagrin clicks her tongue, pops her eyes out for emphasis, then exits back into the club.
Chagrin!
Popo sighs heavily, then starts.
Peña, what's she going on about? Peña Abiata, I'm talking to you.
Peña turns towards Popo with a sad smile on her face. To be continued.
Yay!
Arrabbiata, it's Italian. It's a spicy dish.
Spicy sauce.
Yes. Really well done, guys. Thank you so much. I'm actually very moved at what you did, and that I want it to be moving. So, thank you, Maile. We're gonna put up the link for feedback, and we are done. Everyone, come back on.
Woohoo!
Oh, Priyanka, that was. Oh, thank you, Priyanka.
Oh my God! It's so
Yes,
dark.
I think I really need to cast Todd in this role, and but everyone. Todd, you blew me.
Todd, you broke my heart. You broke my heart.
So, thank you, everyone. Thank you to the Playwrights. Thank you to Brandon Rumaker, David Michael Kirby, Priyanka Krishnan, Jennifer Downs, and John Peña Griswold, and David Adam Gill. Thank you to all the actors who came and read roles and read stage directions. I have 2 announcements. The first is that we're going to continue with Friday Night Footlights next week. Friday Night Footlights number 8 is my play Irregulars. And it starts at 7 p.m. It's going to feature Kim Rinley, Mark Hofmaier, Todd Butera, Carolyn Seif, Sean Lee Phillips, and John Peña Griswold right there. And then on June 5th, Friday Night Footlights number 9 is going to be Lillian Hellman's The Little Foxes, and that is actually being curated by Mark. And we'll have more information on both those things. And I think we're going to please everyone switch, go and excuse me, subscribe to our YouTube page because we're going to start using that a lot more. And if we get 100 subscriptions, we get a lot more special things, I guess. Yes, exactly. So do that, and then I think what we're going to start doing is going directly to YouTube Live, because just a better connection, we get a lot more there. And we also have the Great Escapism Volume 1 all up there. We have a lot of the Friday Night Footlights up, so you can go. You're not only subscribing, it's going to be blank. There's actually stuff up, so there's you get something from it. So again, thank you all, and please give your feedback to the Playwrights. We'll make sure they get it. And 1 second, I always forget this one, but the Lab 26 is on June 26th, and it features Erin Mohan, Maura Kelly, Evan Edwards, Carla Briscoe, and we are looking for one more playwright because we switched with Mark for this particular lab. So please send me a message if you have work that you'd like to present. Other than that, thank you, everyone. It was a really great evening, and enjoy your holiday weekend.
You too. Great.
Every day is a holiday now.
I know, right?
I know, right? It's like
holiday.